Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am making homemade Knoss seasoning from fresh ingredients to make cooking easier and more flavorful. If you love good food, you need this in your kitchen. Let me show you how to make homemade Knoss seasoning, and without any further ado, let's get cooking. All right, my little steam, these are the ingredients. I have much more other ingredients that I'm gonna add. So first you need lots of garlic. All right, when I say lots of garlic, next I'm going to add seasoning cube and scotch bonnet pepper. You can use this seasoning for your fish, your chicken, and also meat. All right, now I'm going to add 2 scotch bonnet pepper. You can adjust the spice to your own liking. I also have some fresh parsley. All right, this is homemade Knoss seasoning, my kitchen secret weapon. Yes, no preservative at all whatsoever. So add the fresh parsley. Next I'm going to add some scallions. All right, I use 2 bunch of scallions. Yes, fresh ingredients only, guys, fresh ingredients only. Flavor booster for every meal, flavor booster for every meal. Yes, after adding the scallions, now I'm going to go ahead and add 3 onions. You can use 2. All right, you can use 2. Yeah, it makes your cooking very easy. It definitely makes your cooking easy, especially when you want to season your chicken or your fish or meat. All right, it's a great seasoning to just make a big batch, and your cooking will be easy. You just store it in a jar and put it in the fridge. Next I have here some bell peppers, red, yellow, and orange. Yeah, who else love homemade seasoning? I know I do. I'm sure you do, guys, like homemade seasoning too. Like I said, it's so easy, ready to go. So my blender was too full, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut this up, and then I'm gonna add them later. If you're liking this video so far, give this video a big like and a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new and turn on that post notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my video. If you just subscribe and you don't turn your post notification bell, you will not know when a new video is uploaded. It's very important that you turn that post notification bell so that you'll be one of the first. You won't be left out. You'll be one of the first to know that I upload a video. And I like when you guys interact and comment on the video, ask any questions so that I can answer your questions, guys. I'm here for you, Chef Dada, right? So I am going to, like I said, cut the bell pepper up like so, because my blender was so full. Give this video a big thumbs up and a big like, and I hope you guys are enjoying my cooking video. And I thank you all my old and new returning subscriber. Now transfer it and take it to the blender. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to make the blending go easy. Please do not add any water into your seasoning, then it will go bad. That's another tip too. If you, after you make the homemade seasoning, you don't want to double dip. You don't want to use dirty spoon to use your seasoning. All right, if you're using it, don't double dip. Do not double dip, and don't use dirty spoon. All right, and do not add any water. Like I said again, I'm going to be adding other ingredients into my seasoning, so just keep watching. Now that I blend that amount in that was in the blender, I am going to add the bell pepper. All right, great for fish, great for chicken, great for meat, great for actually great for stews. If you want to cook benachin, also you can add it, but this is mainly, I made this mainly for my seasoning. You can use your air fryer. You can season your chicken, use your air fryer. So after adding my bell pepper, I'm going to add some black pepper as well. It's a total homemade seasoning, guys. You can use other seasoning to it too. You can use bay leaf. You can use thyme there if you want, but I made it as simple because that's what I do. So I use my my sazon, or all-purpose sazon seasoning, and I also use some salt. Now be mindful with the salt, because when you getting ready to use your season your chicken and your meat or your beef, you know, you want to remember that this seasoning have salt. If you want to up putting salt out from now while making the seasoning, I would say don't put salt. But if you don't remember that you add salt when you seasoning your chicken or your beef, then you might accidentally add too much salt. All right, now I'm going to use this Joka seasoning. Like I said, that's optional. As you can see in the beginning, I added 2 seasoning jumbo cube. All right, so you want to blend that until it's really smooth, and then transfer it and add other flavors to it too. This seasoning is like I said, ready to go. Make a big batch. You are ready to season whatever you want to season, your chicken, beef, or fish. All right, I hope you guys liking this video so far. Give this video a big like and a big thumbs up. And if you're new, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget that post notification bell. So I went ahead and add like one lime, one lemon to give it that freshness, and you know, it will also keep the seasoning to stay longer. And also I'm going to go ahead and add some oil. All right, I add a little bit of oil, and then I'm gonna add some oil on the jar before I put it into the jar to preserve it. Now you can put this into your freezer or your fridge. I made a lot, so I put some in the freezer and I put some out so that when I want to use it. But if you don't want to use it now, just leave it into your freezer. And if you know you're going to be making any type of recipe that requires this type of seasoning, just put it out ahead of time. Okay, just put it out ahead of time, because obviously when it's frozen, you're not going to be able to use it. And please remember, don't double dip. All right, do not double dip. Don't use dirty spoon. Okay, yeah, you can double dip, but the same spoon that you're using, that's what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my jar, and like I said, put it aside. I have some extra which I'm going to be using, and keep these in the jar. I'll probably from the jar I'll probably transfer it to another container, because I'm not sure if I put it in the jar, if it's frozen, if the jar is gonna crack from the freezer. So yeah, so this is my homemade knuckle seasoning, guys. Give this video a big like and a big thumbs up. Save this recipe for later and let me know in the comment section how you use your seasoning in your cooking. And that's my homemade knuckle seasoning ready for my next meal. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and follow for more simple home cooking idea. I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.